one of the citizens of La Republic who is based here in the United States, who was recently taken off the Kenyan Airlines flight because he wrote an opinion piece on Jeune Afrique.
You mean the professor?
The professor. And do you know the interesting thing? The Republic has actually tried to release him, and he has said he's not going to release until every other person that has been locked up is released.
Oh, he has.
Is that not what we
No, you see me laughing. I'm like, oh, he has, because I know some other person who could have done that, but he didn't.
Yes. So that shows you what leadership is all about, because the gentleman knows that he is a valuable prize.
Hey, Stony Brook University professor detained in Cameroon for criticizing that country's president. Dr. Patrice Nganang wrote an opinion piece that called for a change in Cameroon's leadership. The article was in response to the country's handling of an ongoing crisis with English-speaking regions that are seeking autonomy. Stony Brook's president says the university is aware of the situation and is seeking the safe return of Dr. Nganang.
His students are protesting. There have been all news networks in the United States reporting about it. The universities, the students are asking their teacher to come back, and the professor has said, I am not going anywhere until you release everybody that you have locked in here.
And do you know that has drawn more attention to the article that he wrote?
Yes, that has drawn a lot of attention to the article that he wrote. And you can go and look at that article. I think we should try to get a translation for it and make it available to our people.
Yes.
Because out in that article, he actually spells out I was surprised by the amount of citizens of the Republic that are in our territory. He put out those numbers there.
He did.
And it is important. We are going to get those numbers and make them available to you. So he did a very good job talking about, he met people in Boya. And those people that he met in Boya, everywhere, they were speaking to him in French. And he says, you have been accusing these people of terrorists, people who want to break away the country, but from every single thing that I have seen, walking around and talking and meeting these people, it is from every indication, these people have always wanted to be part of this thing until you people set out on this course that you set out in.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that we are having allies from some places that you don't even believe. And you know why? That is a citizen of La Republic who is speaking the truth. A citizen of La Republic who has decided not to sell his conscience, like the other knuckleheads that come on TV and they're screaming on TV and accusing of this and that. That is somebody that is educated and intellectual, and he has looked at the facts, and those facts don't lie.
Well, let me say this, okay? You just made a statement which I want to expand on. You said we are gaining allies. You know, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, there are a lot of citizens of La Republique who come there. I've seen the opinion gradually change. Mm-hmm. Because I think at first they really did not understand what we're talking about. Partly because they had a very false education on our territory. Mm-hmm. I think they were told that with some German creation and our history started from Germany, from the German occupation. And I think they have learned that we have a different history than the one they were taught. They were taught that we were part of their territory that came back, or that they went and brought back. And they have now learned that we are not. And they have learned that what we are fighting for, it's something they should be fighting for too, because they are really colonial subjects of the French. And we have refused that we cannot be gifts being passed around between colonizers. And that we are human beings, and we have a right to proper governance. We have a right to be allowed to develop ourselves. We have a right to create our own money. We have a right to our resources, both above our ground and underneath our ground. Those are the basic things that we're fighting for. I mean, they're very basic, my friend.
Yeah, but you see, I don't know, but I have never really had a lot of respect for my La Republique brothers and sisters. Because if they go and ask themselves a very simple question, and this is the question: why was UPC banned in La Republique du Cameroon? That is a simple question. If they can find an answer to that question, why was UPC and Omnube and all the other people killed and the party banned in La République du Cameroun?
Yeah, you want to give them an answer, please?
No, I don't want to give them an answer. They have, if they want to be educated, because if I give them the answer, they might think that I am trying to brainwash them. Let them go to their grandparents. Let them go to their grandparents in the village. Some of them are still alive today. Let them look for this book. It is on Amazon, it is everywhere. La Guerre du Cameroun. And read that book. It is by 2 French authors. Let them educate themselves. And if they educate themselves, they will then understand why we are fighting. And until then, you can make all the noise that you want. You can stand on every rooftop and shout how we are Anglophiles and all of that stuff.
We are going.
I guarantee you at the end of the day, the light that we are seeing at the end of the tunnel will become daylight. The night will be over and you will still be in your darkness.
Yes, and I can tell you that the MasterCard that Paul Biya thing that they had, being this untrained ruffians that they sent to come and terrorize unarmed people. They only succeed on unarmed people. They are beginning now to see that Ambazonians really do mean to be free, and nothing is going to stop us.